Up next on Lion TV, we got Colin Shepard with a package over eSports, Addie Butler and Hannah Shoei with a new segment of First Ladies.
And I'm Parker Saggs here to tell you that Hoodie and Bonfire season is right around the corner. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
I'm Bethany Ellis.
And I'm Maria Spearn. Now let's get into our one announcement. Yearbook recognition ads for seniors are due October 14th.
Now let's look at what Colin Shepard has to report on with electronic sports.
When people think about video games, the first thing that comes to mind is probably a fun way to pass time with friends. However, with the advent of electronic sports, or eSports, the world of competitive video games has been brought into the national limelight. We talked to members of our own school's eSports team to see what eSports is all about.
Esports is just any video game based sport that they play as a team together to compete, just like regular sports.
Esports really brings people together, teaches you how to play in a team, be a team player. It teaches you how to strive for a goal and to attain that goal.
I think esports is more just like an outlet for like casual gaming, but I think there's a competitive aspect to it that can definitely like provide competition.
I would call him a coward and mean it if he bandwagon.
They really have to work together, especially for the teams that we have. If like Rocket League's 3 in a team and League of Legends 5 in a team, and if they're not communicating well or whatever, they're not going to do well.
Esports and regular sports aren't actually as different as you may think. There is a lot of practice that goes into improving their skills in esports.
We've been doing practices over the summer, especially League has been practicing multiple times over summer, and I think that's really going to give us an edge going into the season.
Right now we're not really doing anything too in-depth, but I imagine soon we will be like analyzing our games and going over specific team comps.
Right now we're hosting practices at least once a week. The A team's doing it more often, and we're also hosting a lot of individual practices. People, grinding on their solo queue counts, getting ready to go.
Thanks to their hard practice, they have high hopes for this season.
Last year we were second in the state, so I think this year we've got a really strong team, and I think that we're a real contender for first place.
I think we're going to have a really good season. I think we're better than we were last year, and last year League got into the finals. We lost the finals, but I think we're going to be better this year. I think we could win possibly, but also I think there'll probably be other teams that are better too. That's the only thing I'm worried about, is how much better the other teams have gotten.
We're going to win state, no doubt, especially now that I'm on the team.
Over the last weekend, over 200,000 people tuned in to watch an esports tournament live from their own computers. If that doesn't prove that esports is becoming a big deal, then who knows what will. Back to the news desk.
Who knew there was so much information on esports? Thanks for that.
Let's jump into some local news.
A doctor from Southwest Arkansas has been arrested on charges of overprescribing opiates and other drugs. Federal prosecutors announced Tuesday the arrest of Dr. Lonnie Joseph Parker and unsealed a grand jury indictment charging the Texarkana, Arkansas physician with 9 counts of prescribing without a legitimate medical purpose. Jordan is to appear in court.
The Attorney General in Arkansas has warned retailers that they can face steep fines for selling or shipping vaping products to minors. Attorney General Leslie Rutledge delivered the warning in an enforcement advisory Monday at the start of a youth vaping conference at Arkansas Children's Hospital, the Arkansas Democratic Gazette reported. The advisory notes that shops could be fined as much as $10,000 under the Arkansas Deceptive Trade Practices Act.
Apple became the latest company targeted for Chinese pressure over protests in Hong Kong when the ruling Communist Party's main newspaper criticized the tech giant Wednesday for a smartphone app that allows activists to report police movements. HK Map Live, designed by an outsider supplier and available on Apple Inc.'s online store, facilitates illegal behavior, People's Daily said in a commentary. Now, let's send things over to Parker Staggs for our weather updates.
What is up, Cersei? I'm Parker Staggs, here to bring you your weather updates. Today is October 11th, and today we'll have a high of 70 degrees, and it's looking like rainy skies, so just make sure to wear your rain jackets. And the rain will be at 70%, and your winds will be moving at west-northwest at 13 miles an hour. Humidity is at 86%, and your sun rose at 7:09 a.m. onto tonight. Tonight we're looking like I have a low of 37 with partly cloudy skies and a 10% chance of rain. Winds at northwest at 8 miles an hour, humidity at 78%, and your sunset will be at 6:37 p.m. Onto the almanac. For this month's average high, we'll have a high of 76 and a low of 50 degrees with a monthly average of precipitation of 4.70 inches. And month to date is 9.7 inches under the 5cast. Saturday, we have sunny skies with a high of 64 and a low of 38 with a 0% chance of rain. Sunday, we have partly cloudy skies with a high of 70, a low of 45, and a 0% chance of rain. Monday, we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 76, a low of 58, and a 10% chance of rain. Tuesday, we're looking at showers with a high of 76, a low of 49, and a 40% chance of rain. And on Wednesday, we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 65, a low of 42, and a 10% chance of rain. So I'm really ready for things to cool down so I can wear my sweaters, because this is the best time to wear a sweater.
Can't wait for sweater weather.
Now let's see what we're having for lunch on Monday. For lunch, we'll be having corn dog, mastacoli pasta, cheese-filled garlic breadstick, seasoned whole curdle corn, seasoned green beans, Granny Smith apple slices, caramel dip, and milk variety. Be sure to thank our gracious lunch ladies for another delicious meal.
And now, let's send things over to the First Ladies with the new segment.
What's up, Cersei? Welcome back to First Ladies.
Today we're going to hop back to our trending topics roots to fill you in on some recent drama.
After all, trending topics is our thing, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss it.
Me too. Today we want to talk about a subject being highlighted in the media constantly.
As you all know, Travis and Kylie have split.
You're probably wondering how this could happen. They've always presented such a happy front.
Well, that's the thing about the media. You never really know what's true. The two officially called things off on October 1st for multiple reasons, I'm sure.
But the main reason being reported would be Travis's lack of investment in the relationship.
Kylie allegedly made several snarky remarks about Travis focusing more on his career than his time with her.
And Travis kind of agreed with her.
Yeah, his latest song openly addresses he and Kylie's struggles to find time together.
However, it seems to be a peaceful breakup.
Yeah, a few days later, Kylie tweeted saying, "Travis and I are on great terms, and our main focus right now is Stormy. Our friendship and our daughter is our priority."
Seems like the two are handling the split very maturely.
That they are. Hey Hannah, with us in here filming, is anyone watching the edit bays?
Let's go see.
We're just gonna take a look at what's going on in the edit bays. Come along. All right, let's take a look at edit bays. What's going on with Colin and Tristan? Okay, this is locked? It's locked. Okay, Home Sweet Home, Edit Bay 3. It's kind of like an art museum in this. This is the Crystal Bridges. Oh yeah, Crystal Bridges Museum of Edit Bay 3. Mason Turney, Edit Bay 5. Mason Turney, what's going on?
Not a whole lot. How are y'all?
Good. Tell us about your background.
My background on my computer is because we went to THV 11 last year and I enjoyed that trip so much. And just thought plus I have a future of wanting to be an anchor later on in life.
Oh my god, they're out. Wait, what's they're
out?
You never know what you'll stumble upon up here in Lion TV.
I think we've decided that ours is by far the most creative. All right, time to draw. Fall weather.
Oh, perfect. What do you have to say about fall weather, Addie?
I think fall weather is, we don't get much of it here in Arkansas. We go from about 90 to 40 real quick, but then we have days like today that really give me an opportunity to bring out the cowboy boots.
That has nothing to do with fall weather.
They're
just
fall,
sweaters.
They're fall boots.
We're both wearing sweaters.
They're fall boots.
They're okay.
Do you have any more thoughts on that?
No, I like your cowboy boots.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Cersei. I'm Addie Butler. And I'm Hannah Shoei. Let's send it back to the news desk.
As always, it's fun and interesting. And now for your sports updates with Joshua Cremines.
Good afternoon, Cersei. I'm Josh Cremines here to update you on your local and national sports. Let's jump right into some sports updates. For your local sports, this Monday the volleyball team will play at BB at 4 p.m. And today your Cersei High School football team will play at Marion High School at 7 p.m. We've caught up with Johnson Guthrie to see what the team has done to prepare for this upcoming game.
Preparing ourselves to see what kind of front they run on defense. They run a 4-3, 3-3, and a 3-2, so we see how well we can do against that defense, we'll see how we can run against it, see how we can pass against their coverage. And then also it's going to be raining, so we're all wetting our balls, wetting our hands, and just getting ready for the rain, really. I think we've been doing really good against everybody. Of course, we're 5-0, undefeated. But I think our mentality is just staying focused, act like every week's week one, like we're 0-0. We're about to go into our first game of the year.
Now on to national news. The Patriots beat the Redskins 33-7. The Cardinals beat the Bengals 26-23. Panthers beat the Jaguars 34-27. And finally, Jets player Chris Herndon suffers hamstring injury before returning from suspension. We'll miss the Jets vs. Cowboys game this weekend. Well, Cersei, that's all we have for you today in the world of sports. Let's send things back to the news desk, and I'm Josh Cremines.
Thanks for those updates. And now let's have a look at Line of the Week.
Good morning, Cersei High School. It's your boy Mason Turney with another Line of the Week. Ashlyn Hightower. So how you doing, Ashlyn?
I'm good.
All right. So tell me a little bit about what you're doing in the Line Steppers right now.
We are getting ready for Pink Out. We just had homecoming and it was a really big week. So we're just taking our time and learning for Pink Out in a couple weeks.
Okay, and exactly what are y'all going to be doing? Like what dances and stuff?
Well, right now we're working on a kick routine because, Pink Out is all about women empowerment, and I think one of the strongest dances that we have is a kick routine. So that's what we're working on right now.
Okay. And about how long have you been a line stepper?
I was a line stepper my sophomore, junior, and senior year.
All right. And what made you want to join the line steppers?
I have been dancing since I was 3, and so this was just a great way to get involved in school, and it seemed like a lot of fun, so I wanted to try it out.
All right, and exactly how do you feel about this being your last year as a line stepper?
I'm really sad about it. Football is my favorite, and just knowing that the season's halfway over makes me really sad, and I'm gonna miss all the girls, and I'm probably gonna cry.
All right, and what exactly interests you in dance, besides just dancing when you're 3?
Well, I do competitive dance at a studio, so it's really fun to be a part of a team there too, and we get to travel across Arkansas and then nationwide as well, and just compete, and you bond with so many people and you grow as a person, not just as a dancer. So.
All right, and exactly what steps are you taking as a line stepper to make this last year memorable for you?
I'm trying to take as many pictures as possible, trying to grow as many relationships as I can, trying to hang out with people outside of school, not just in school, and just really make human connections, not just dance-wise.
All right, is there anything else you'd like to add about the line steppers this year?
I think I'm good. I'm good.
All right, well, that's all I have for you today, Cersei. Back to the news desk.
I've heard that line steppers have to do a lot of practice to be as good as they are. Well, that wraps up today's episode of Lion TV.
If you missed any episodes, be sure to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to Cersei High Lion TV.
And remember to follow us on Twitter at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. While you're at it, make sure to check out Holden Jones' article on the seniors ceremony at homecoming.
Signing off, I'm Maria Spearn.
And I'm Bethany Ellis. Have a great weekend, Cersei.